Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again. This is an update to a case I previously did about a week ago called the 1982 Falklands War, Kalahari UFO crash, ET technology and deep military industrial complex interests. On the 2nd of April 1982, war breaks out in the Falklands. Reports from British military indicate an escalating presence of UFOs in the area. On the 14th of June 1982, war comes to an end. This is a document released by the MOD, and we're focusing on the bottom part. Quote, I have received one letter claiming that large numbers of UFOs have been seen in the vicinity of the task force. Shortly following the Falklands War, locals on Thule Island notice an increase in helicopter flyovers. Not long thereafter, 2 British military teams are dispatched to Thule Island. One team destroys the above-ground Argentinian base and the other confiscates alien technology from the underground alien base and presumably destroys it. There's a photograph taken of one of the actual explosions. Included in the haul is a black oil-like fluid, also known as black goo, and this is a screenshot from one of the X-Files that shows this black goo. A blue alien craft manages to escape with as much technology possible and heads in a northeasterly direction, only to be shot down by the South Africans and crashes in the South African Kalahari Desert. And there's a depiction of what that may have looked like. South Africans recover the craft and technology on board, including what is presumed to be a zero-point energy device. South Africa at the time is engaged in its border war and was under worldwide sanctions. This device then goes on to be sold to the Saudis for a considerable amount of money. A CIA operative manages to steal the zero-point energy device as well as a stash of blue diamonds. It is featured in mainstream media as the Blue Diamond Affair. A massive search ensues for the device and the blue diamonds. This is a screenshot from the Blue Diamond Affair that was posted to wikipedia.org. At the same time in which the South Africans are dealing with the crashed craft, the black nanotech fluid is taken to military contractors Marconi Labs and Plessey in the UK, where scientists and MOD military staff analyze the fluid and find it responds to radio frequency. Various discoveries and breakthroughs are made during the 80s. However, during this time, a string of some 25 bizarre deaths and so-called suicides ensues. These include prominent MOD military and scientific personnel. There's an article that was published to computerweekly.com, and I'll include the link to all the reference material in the description below. So the 25 deaths in the 70s and 80s lead to countless articles in many countries around the world. You can read that article at your leisure. One of these scientists is a design engineer, Victor Moore, who made one of the most significant breakthroughs, and also a South African intelligent operative, now deceased, called House or Mr. X due to his stature, also knew Victor Moore professionally. With the theft of the energy device and blue diamonds in Saudi Arabia, RIA intelligence operatives question Newell, who's an insider, looking for the device. He goes on to be jailed on trumped-up charges and is blackmailed to reveal the location of the device. During his incarceration, he is contacted and visited by House or Mr. X, the South African intelligence operative who knew the now deceased Victor Moore, previously employed at Marconi, and is shown a small piece of ET technology with symbols on it recovered from the 1982 crashed Kalahari craft, and is asked if he knows what it is. It is then that Alec Newell has flashbacks and starts remembering details of his abduction and develops a friendship with House or Mr. X, and there's a depiction of what that little artifact looked like. At a Nexus conference in 2011, Newell states that he's not sure whether or not the 1989 Kalahari UFO incident actually took place, but suggests it might have been a false flag staged as a distraction into the 1982 Falklands War UFO Kalahari incident investigation, and there's a depiction of what that may have looked like. In a Project Camelot interview in 2012, Newell mentions that the Blue Aliens have the device back in their possession and that they have located to a new base in Italy. Now for a new twist to the case. In an article published by Business Insider on the 18th of April 2019, details of a record-breaking blue diamond are revealed. Quote, "This record-breaking blue diamond from Botswana will only show imperfections under 10 times magnification." Some highlights from this article: a record-breaking blue diamond has been put on display for the first time in Gaborone this week. Of late, a number of large diamonds have been recovered in the region, and there's a photograph of the raw blue diamond. The diamond was originally part of this large uncut stone of 41.11 carat. It's a huge blue diamond. So there's new questions that have arisen since this article. Firstly, was this diamond somehow overlooked in the post-crash cover-up and only discovered recently? Were the blue diamonds recovered together with the energy device from the crashed Blue ET craft in the Kalahari Desert in 1982, eventually going on to be sold to the Saudis? Thirdly, if so, these might be the blue diamonds that the CIA stole together with the energy device. And fourthly, were the blue ETs fleeing to a secret base in the sparsely populated Kalahari Desert when they were shot down? So let's use the Google Earth tool to check out the incident and some of the other incidents that have occurred in this region. The white line indicates the path the Blue ET craft took when they left Thule Island during the 1982 Falklands War crisis and was presumably shot down in this region over here. The green line shows the 1989 Kalahari UFO desert incident, and that blue line over there shows the 2006-7 crashed UFO craft, also in the region of the Kalahari Desert. Up close we can see that in 1975 to 1977, 2 underground shafts drilled for nuclear testing by the South Africans, and this is the region of the Kalahari in which the Blue ET craft may have come down. There's the border of Botswana over there. So was the blue diamond recovered from this region together with that energy device? And down here, also from my previous videos, you can see we discovered a large triangular structure with these 200-meter diameter spirals and snaking patterns. So from previous sightings we know that ETs have a high interest in these old ancient ruins and geoglyphs. And let's go over to the 1989 Kalahari UFO incident. that's over here in this area of interest, where a UFO craft was allegedly shot down. And then in late 2006, early 2007, the craft allegedly crashes in this region. My conclusion, I speculate that the blue diamond recently discovered in Botswana was left behind in the post-Blue ET crashed craft 1982 cover-up. I further speculate that the blue diamonds that were stolen from the Saudis, together with the energy device, both came from the crashed Blue ET craft. And then, based on the fact that South Africa was preparing to test nuclear weapons in the Kalahari Desert in the 70s, that many ET craft have been shot down or crashed there, and that there are Nazca-type lines or large geoglyphs and ancient ruins in the area. The blue ETs and others are definitely interested in this region of the desert and may even have hidden bases there. So do let me know in the comments below what you make of this case and the latest twist. For a full list of all the source material, please refer to my blog article. Also, for the full summary and review of the 1982 incident, you can watch my YouTube channel, and I'll include the link to that URL as well. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I'll be back soon with more anomalies and more interesting stories. Until then, bye-bye for now.